Okay, so here we are. I know I didn't show you much of this first hive. There was about 3 frames of bees, and they were nice and mellow. It's raining a little bit on us, but not too bad right now. But we're gonna go through this one now, and I'm gonna have Matt here. This is gonna be his first time. I'm gonna coach him on going through this. So I'm gonna hold the camera, and he's gonna do the work. But you can see in here, it looks packed. All right, so Matt, let's go ahead. We've got our smoker going right there. Let's go ahead, Matt, and get your hive tool. Let me come over here. Get your hive tool, and let's crack this and then put some smoke in there, just a little bit. They've been really mellow. Yep, and you can lay that down on the ground. Always check on the inside. Make sure the queen, because there's no queen excluder on here, make sure she's not on there. And I don't see her anywhere. Okay. So we can already see that this hive is about twice the size of the other hive. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames of bees. Probably 5 frames altogether. The outside doesn't look too full. But so Matt, what we can do is, since there isn't any bees at all right here on this end, go ahead and you can take them apart from there and just take those 3 frames out. All right, beautiful. You can see those are freshly, we just put these in just a month or so ago. So they haven't started building out any of those. So we're safe just to pull those out and get them out of the way. And Matt is learning, you know, kind of how to see the eggs. We all know that if you can't see the, you know what, let's put that lid. Let's just put the lid on for right now. It's starting to rain pretty good. We're just gonna put the lid over it for a second and see if this rain will end. All right, we're recording again, so we just stopped for a little bit. Matt's gonna pull off that top, and I'm gonna help him go through this. This is his first time, so I pushed him out into the water. Sink or swim, buddy. All right, so when we do this, I like to get my hive tool right in here and then separate right at that joint. Yep. There you go. And you got to be careful when you pull it a lot, because you could drop that into there. But there you go. So when I handle this, I take two hands and put one here and one there, and then pull it out like that. And the whole thing with keeping these bees mellow is trying to be as easy as you can. Once you start knocking them around, then they get a little bit agitated. So now the whole thing we're doing is we're looking for the eggs or the queen. And you can see they're putting, see all that shiny in there? That's all nectar. Probably the sugar water that you were feeding them. And so the outside frames tend to be that. Like they keep the brood in the middle, and the outside is where they keep the nectar, keep the honey. So you can go ahead and, why don't you put it right back in, but put it up against the wall away from there, and then you're just gonna go through each one of these doing the same thing. There you go, yep. So I'm gonna get out of here so I'm not in front of the hive. But you can see there's a lot of bees in there. So now take your hive tool and do the same. And you may have to, you probably don't right now, but you may have to do each end once they really get in there. And so let's take a look what we got here. Oh yeah, look at all that brood. Look at all that brood. Be great if we could find the queen. Hold on a second. Nope. Thought it was her. Okay. And so once you've taken a look at this side, and this looks really good, go ahead and flip it over and we'll look at the other side. Yep. And so you can see, and that's a nice brood pattern, and you can see the brood down in there. Where's my finger? There it is. So they have, let me pull back. Some have already hatched out, and they've put some in there already. That's awesome. You can see this one. See that one right there? How fuzzy it looks? That one right there. It's kind of whitish.
Mm-hmm.
That's a brand new one. Right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, so they're hatching out. All right, so I don't see the queen on this one either. Let's go ahead and we'll put that one back in. And they tell us it's important to keep them the way they were. So that's what we try to do, put them back exactly the way that they were in there. So go ahead and do the same on that next one. And I'd really like to see if we could see the queen. We didn't see the queen in the other one, but there were plenty of eggs, so she was in there laying. Okay. Give it a second. Did you see her?
I thought I did, but I don't think so.
Okay.
That was a new one I saw.
All right, let's go ahead and we'll flip it over. See what we got on this side. But you can see she's laying awesome. This comb's a little wonky. But that's okay. All right, I don't see her on this one either. Let's go ahead and we'll check the next frame. Doing good, Matt. You're a regular pro. How long you been doing this?
Yeah, not long. It's all attributed to the trainer. This is brand new for me.
Yeah, this is awesome though. These bees are incredible. I'm gonna do a video. This was kind of just last minute type thing. I'm gonna do a video and I'll kind of introduce myself and give you my little story of how I got started with bees. We are in northeastern Oklahoma, is where we're at. God's country.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that looks good. Let's see if I can. You guys watching this may have already seen her. Saying I already saw her. Yeah, I don't see her on this one either. What I'll do, we'll go through it. If we don't see it with Matt pulling them, I'm going to go through them one more time because I really do want to see her. Okay, Matt, go ahead and let's see what's on this side. I mean, she's laying awesome. No doubt about it. It's a little different with me holding the camera and looking at the same time. My son told me I needed to do a YouTube channel with the bees. All right, let's check the next frame.
Okay.
And so I'm not really a videographer. Really not a gizmo guy at all. So I got to call him all the time. How do I do this? How do I do that? I still haven't got this editing thing down, but so if this ends up being pretty choppy, I'm sorry. All right, let's see what we got here. Boy, those drones are big and they're black. Oop.
Yeah, they're huge.
All right. Where are you, girl? Where are you, girl? And yeah, I don't see you on this one either, but there's all sorts of brood in here. And eggs. I see eggs on the outside there. Yep. Alrighty. Let's flip her. Flipper. For all you people watching that are in their 60s, you know that song I'm whistling. They call me Flipper. Do, 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 do. I don't see her on this one either. We might have overlooked her on one of the other ones, but we have one more, looks like one more full frame to go, so she could be on the outside. You never know. I've seen the queen all over the place, on the side of the box. I've seen her on the frames that had nothing but honey on it, which you would not think, but probably running from me when I was going through the hive. All right. So what we'll do, if we don't see her on this, I'm probably gonna cut the video and then I'm gonna go through it myself real quick. Like, she could be on. There she is, right there. Look how big she is.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
there. Oh man, she looks great. See, she was on the almost the very last frame, and she looks good too.
Yeah, she's huge.
Yeah, she's big, isn't she? That's awesome.
Yeah.
She got lots of eggs in her. Alrighty, that's what we wanted to see. Let's just flip over that and be careful since she's on that.
Mm-hmm.
I always, when I find the queen, I make sure that I keep my frame over the hive. If she does fall off, at least she's gonna fall into the hive. So they've just started, you can see, building that out in through here. And this is all not built out. All right, real good. I think we're good. You wanna look at that last frame just for yucks?
Sure. We're
Yeah,
here.
might as well, we're in it, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. This one probably, oh, they've just kind of started. You can just see where it's just lifted up a hair. All right.
Yeah, you can barely tell the difference between it and
Right, right. You get on a, you can just see it's how it's built up just a hair. You can see it on here too. It's a little white,
Mm-hmm.
white in color. All right, awesome. Awesome. That's what we were wanting to see, Matt. And we got to see the queen. That's awesome. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this thing back together and maybe check back in a week or two, and we're gonna let these girls do their thing. This is May, is it the 16th today?
17.
17th. Dang. That's what happens when you're retired. You lose time. Anyway, there you go. That's good. Yep, just slide them nice and easy across there. You see how mellow these bees are? I mean, we just gave them a quick shot for yucks at the very beginning. We haven't had to do anything. And I think that's a testimonial for the place we got them, Mountain Sweet Honey out of Georgia. These are they're great bees. I've never had an issue with these bees. The queens have always been good, and the bees have been mellow. So if you're looking,
Frames need a touch, or
what's that?
do the frames need a touch, or just be a little bit from touching?
So what you do is once you get those all together, once you get those other ones in, you're gonna take your hive tool and you're gonna go here and here and you're gonna push them all together. You just push them all together. Yep. Because when it comes to the brood box, you want the frames nice and close. When you have honey supers, you want to kind of have them evenly spaced. But we'll see what happens with this hive. I mean, this hive's doing incredible. You may end up putting another box on this before the season's over.
And if this is any indication, I think you're right.
Yeah. Yep.
They're doing great. From what I can tell.
When Matt started, I helped him out. His boxes didn't come in time, and so we helped him. I had some extra ones, I think you ordered from Man Lake, right? Did
Yes,
you get
sir.
your box from Man Lake? Yeah. But anyway, we got him fixed up, and he's got some to put together once if he has to do that. Get him painted up. This looks really good. Really good. They're doing awesome. They are doing awesome. That's all 10 frames? It looks like it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so go ahead and put your inner cover on. This is called an inner cover. Put that on. We don't need this shim anymore. We were feeding the bees with the rapid rounds, and he's not going to feed them anymore since we have the flow is in full. Probably about in the middle of the flow right now. Yeah. I showed them. It didn't look like there was an issue with these hives, but they did have a few hive beetles. So I had to tell them, if you see those, smash them. Get rid of them. They're nasty. There's the rounds that we used. We had one frame that fell apart on us. I guess we didn't get enough glue on it. So he's going to fix that. Fix that one and put it back in this hive here. All right, brother. That's it.
All right.
Job well done.
Thanks to you.
There's his dog, Penny. Penny doesn't hang out by the hives anymore. Penny got stung once, and she's a smart dog. So, all right, I think that's about it. Any words of wisdom for me?
No, sir. Just thank you. I really appreciate it.
You bet. This is awesome. I love doing the bees. Love helping people out get started.
I'm new at it, but they sure look like they're doing great.
Yeah, they are. They are. All right, that's all I got, man. Looks good. We will talk later.